What's up guys? Welcome to Mexico City. I'm currently in La Roma, which is sort of like the upscale, trendy, sort of hipster part of town. It's a lot more sort of European feeling, lots of like trendy bistros, cafes, places like that. So I'm currently on my way back to Centro Histórico, which is where I'm staying, and I'm gonna go through the Merced district, which is sort of like the more like sketchy part of town from what I've heard. I was there before. It's not super like dangerous or anything like that. It's a lot more like classic Mexico City, so you're gonna see the difference from here to there. And then the historic district as well is quite a bit different. So yeah, you'll see quite a few different sort of views on Mexico City throughout the course of this video. But yeah, let's just take a little wander through here. It's about an hour walk back to the main square, and there's a beautiful cathedral there and everything. So I'm gonna try to show all of that in this video. So yeah, let's see what we find. So I just came outside of this really cool record shop. We got some shots inside and the outside. It's such a cool place. I found some burial records in there too, which I was not expecting. I wish I had space to buy them. I don't really have like a vinyl player or whatever, but I love the idea of collecting vinyl and everything. It was so cool to see. Okay. I have to say I've really enjoyed Mexico City so far. I've been here for a few days already and checked out a lot of different areas. The vibe here is really cool. It is hectic. The air quality is a little bit poor because of so many people. There's around like 20 million people in the city. But there's so many cool things to see in the historic district. It's all very colonial, Spanish, very cool buildings, old churches, stuff like that. Then La Roma is all like upscale. And then I'm headed towards La Merced right now, which is the more like authentic local, a little bit more of a poor area, but everything has something to offer, so it's really interesting. I'm enjoying my time here. So this is La Merced, which I believe is how it's pronounced, not La Merced. Excuse my horrific pronunciations throughout this entire journey. But you can see that this area is a lot more gritty, a lot more local, busy, and definitely a lot more intense than the other areas of town. There's lots of markets and shops and all that kind of stuff in this very cool building here. Not exactly sure what this is, but I love this area of town. It's very, very interesting. Very different from the rest of Mexico City. I think this is much more authentic and local, and this is a lot more of what Mexico City is actually like. But I don't feel unsafe here at all. A lot of people tell you to avoid this area, but I disagree. I think it's very cool. So as far as the situation with that virus that seems to not want to go away, here in Mexico City, I'd say about 90% of the people are wearing masks on the streets, although it's not mandatory. When you go into restaurants, they sometimes check your temperature, you have to wear a mask, and then they have the sanitizer at the doors. But for the most part, the situation is pretty chill here, I would say. Super cool building here too. We're starting to get close to the historic center, so we're going to see some incredible buildings like this everywhere. So I'm back in the historic center now, and I'm just passing the Museum of Light, which used to be like a college, I believe. A very, very cool building, and actually I'm about to pass my hostel too, so I'll show that, but check out this building first. Super cool. And so I'm staying at Villa Hierro Hostel. It's about $16 a night. It's right here, this building with the green on it. It's a really nice hostel. The beds are super comfortable. $16 in Mexico City, and the center is not bad at all. Breakfast in the morning is about $7. Always different, always really good. The only issue is the Wi-Fi has been down in this area for a couple of days now, so it's been tough to work, but other than that, it's been a great stay. So this here is Templo Mayor, which is an ancient Aztec ruin actually, and it's literally about 2 minutes away from where I'm staying. It's a very, very cool place. Unfortunately, you can't go down in here and walk around right now. It's closed both for COVID, and you can see they're doing some restorations. But I'm going to give you a little bit of information about this place while I'm here. So Templo Mayor was built in 1325 CE, and it was built in Tenochtitlan, which is now Mexico City and was the capital of the Aztec civilization. So this is a collection of religious buildings and some pyramids, but unfortunately the pyramids are no longer standing. It's a very, very important area to the Aztecs, as this was the spot that was believed to be where they saw the eagle on top of the cactus eating the serpent, which is a famous symbol in the Aztec culture. I was finding out that the serpent is actually a representation of life and like rivers and water, so that's very, very interesting. Just learned that today. But this whole area is so beautiful. Thousands of sacrifices were done in this area as well too, not only for celebration but also to appease the gods, mostly the god of rain, for balance, so that there wouldn't be drought but there also wouldn't be flood. And they found thousands and thousands of skulls in this area, and you can actually see them on these signs over here. The Aztecs loved a good sacrifice, that's for sure. So here is Plaza de la Constitucion, which again, pardon my pronunciation, but this is one of the main squares in Mexico City. And we have the Metropolitan Cathedral here as well too. And just over here we have the National Palace. You can see the very colonial style buildings in this area. So the cathedral here was built from 1656 to 1813, and it's actually on an ancient Aztec precinct. So this whole area is very important, very sacred, and the cathedral itself is absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, so I won't be able to go inside, but I was in there the other day, and it's very, very beautiful. Alright, so I think that's going to be the end of the video now, guys. I hope this gave you a good idea of the diversity here in Mexico City and all the different areas, and just a general idea of what it's like to travel here. My final thoughts, I would say absolutely you should come here. You should check out all the different areas, as many places as you can. 3 or 4 days is probably enough. And just beware, like the pollution is noticeable as it is in any big city. But yeah, absolutely recommend coming here. It's a beautiful city, really cool people, so much to see and do. The food's great. So yeah, highly recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.